Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Failing My Way in Public to Success, the Mark Sclair podcast. Waving at my YouTube viewer, thanks mum for joining the show, and everyone else on Apple Play, Spotify and whatever other platforms Anchor puts me out on. Really appreciate you being here. You could have been anywhere else in the world and you're here with me today. So this is an update because really, if you don't act on stuff straight away, sometimes it gets taken away. So yesterday was meant to be the third day of this Kane And Alessia Start at the Top Business Accelerator course, and I was all prepped. If you would have seen my video yesterday, I did that video and I was all ready to get set and go to the event. Thought I'd check my emails just before going, and there's an email update saying that the person who was running the event, unfortunately his mother had fallen ill and he lives in San Francisco, so we had to literally jump on a plane to literally go straight away. Now I had an interview set up yesterday with Kane, who's the person that had to leave, and it was actually meant to be the day before, and what it turned out to be was in the end that he heard this news. Now, could I have got him to do it, or should I have waited for the next day? Who knows, maybe I'll never get a chance again now, I don't know. But this person could have given me some really good insight in a one-to-one interview. So when you've got the opportunity in front of you, sometimes you have to take it because you never know what's going to happen the next day. And there's a famous saying in Rocky, the movie that I love, is there is no tomorrow. So if you have that mindset, if that's how you think, then you'll action stuff straight away. And what I've always tried to live by, it doesn't always work, and I don't always do it, but I try to do it, and that's the most important thing here. 1, 2, 3, do it. You see a person over there, you see a girl over there, you see a guy over there. Before your mind even thinks about it, go up to them and say hello. Don't worry about what you got to say or what you think you want to say. Start a conversation. The best way to get started is to get started. You can even try to come up with the perfect line and never speak to them, or you can go for it, and if you say the wrong thing, at least you're giving it a go. If they judge you for that, that's their problem. But what my point is here is that we worry so much and we think there is a tomorrow, and sometimes there might not be. So we need to seize that moment. I had a great chance. I'm hoping I'm going to get it again. They've offered like a one-on-one phone call with people, so maybe I'll be able to do it then. But to be in front of him, to sit with him, it would have been some great footage. To get him tagged on there and to get his audience on there would have been brilliant. It would have given me more visibility, which is what this is all about. It's great me getting on here and doing my podcast and speaking about stuff, but we want to interview people that have this audience, that have this database, and that's where we need to be making sure that we're making the most of the people that are around us. So I spoke the other day about these pods which we sat in, these groups of 7, and we all had to kind of ask each other how we can help each other. You're always sat next to somebody who might know somebody, who might be able to put you in contact with somebody that might be able to get you better visibility. You don't need to spend fortunes on what you're doing. Now, a lot of the stuff I talk about when I'm doing this is more about sales skills and overcoming challenges. And it's a bit of difference because my selling and my sales training is not so much about being an entrepreneur and being a person that is a one-man band or anything like that. My sales training is how to build a career within a business. So it's probably a little bit contradictory when I say about visibility and not spending much on marketing, but you are the CEO of your desk. I don't care if you're 2,000 people in a company, 5,000 people, that desk that you have, that is your business. You can't get others to help you, or you can't rely on others to grow your business or to grow that desk. You have to do it yourself. So who do you have in your network that you can speak to, you can get visibility, this personal brand, this branding which we're doing, and you see it with a lot of people on social media. Yes, they're real estate agents, but how active are they? Constantly. Putting up information there, educating people, because when it comes to it, when someone needs to buy a property, they're going to think, oh, this person actually gave me some really good information. He looks like he knows what he's doing. I'm going to contact him. So I don't care if you're in a big company, what are you doing on your desk which is going to grow your business? You might be working for somebody else, but this is your business. Yes, you might be on a wage, but if you don't work and earn, that wage is going to run out soon enough, because they're going to think, well, they're not contributing to the business, we're going to have to get rid of them. And that is what's happening a lot at the moment, as we know, with COVID going on. So I wanted to go over that again. You need to make the most of those opportunities that are in front of you. You never know when somebody's going to cancel something or it's going to be cut short. So there were so many people in that room that I wanted to speak to yesterday, and I never got a chance to. Now we're in a WhatsApp group, we're in these Facebook groups, and I plan to meet a few of them, but there could have been somebody there yesterday that could have opened up all these doors for me, and all it would have taken me meeting that person face to face. They might have liked me, they might not want to see my videos, they might not want to see my articles, they want to see me in person, and that could have happened yesterday. And unfortunately, it didn't. But I don't get down about it, I continue this, my journey continues on. And I want to talk a little bit, because I missed a couple of bits out yesterday as well. There was a question which Kane asked Tony Robbins. This Kane and Alessia, they're very involved within the community of Tony Robbins, Les Brown, you name it, Richard Branson, there's so many of them. And he asked him the question, he said, you know, what should I be telling people? What should I be telling people? And Tony Robbins' response was, tell people they undervalue themselves. Pretty powerful, eh? So if you're in a room with somebody and you want to spread your message, but you don't really know what to say, and there's somebody like Tony Robbins in that room, like what sort of insight would you want to get? And that's what I wanted to do with Kane, really. I wanted to ask him a couple of key questions that I felt was going to help this audience. And I think one of them, if I remember off the top of my head now, was how to get better visibility. You know, people don't want to be spending money at the moment, so how can we get better visibility to get ourselves out there more, to get these partnerships? What would they do in a way to make people believe or want to work with you? And that's what this guy's been doing for years. He piggybacks off the names of all these big brands. I have no doubt about it that Kane is amazing at what he does, but he's no name like Tony Robbins, and he's no name like Robert Kiyosaki, and he's no name like Richard Branson. He gets involved with these people. And what he spoke about yesterday was, if you want people to work with you, you need to have a mission, a big mission that they can relate to, and you need to have a good pitch. So what's your big mission? What's this pitch? If somebody said to you, why should I work with you? What have you got sorted out which is going to make them believe that they can work with you and do something great together? But there was something as well they spoke about, and it was like, don't make it hard to work with people. Don't make people think, oh, Mark's really tough to work with, or John's really tough to work with. And he was talking about kind of, if you have an agreement with somebody and I've got all this data, all this information, all of this value to offer. If I really wanted to, I could put a 20-page contract together. If I gave that to you because I wanted to work with you and I gave you a 20-page contract for you to sign, are you going to sign it, or are you going to think, oh, why do I need to bother with this? I can go and get somebody else that would just do it. And there'll be a one-page document and we'll just agree on certain things and that's it. So don't make it hard to work with people. So I've gone on a little bit here. I wanted to document to say that, you know, the conference was brilliant. The first 2 days were amazing. Even the third day was a big eye-opener that we think we've got so much time, but we don't really. We've got to action stuff. That person's in front of you, we've got to speak to them. Always think of what value you can offer to people. And I'm just pleased that although I didn't get everything I wanted out of the event, I'm going to be in a much better place going into 2021. And I've got a good few meetings set up with people that I'm going to be able to work with, and we're going to be able to combine our talents together to make sure that we get better visibility for 2021. So thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate you joining the show. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to build this community. I want to empower people with the skills needed so they believe that they can achieve it, even if they have failures along the way, because that's what this is all about. I'll keep on making mistakes, I'll keep on learning, I'll keep on growing, but that's what this is all about, isn't it? So have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for listening and watching, guys. I hope there were some real gems that you get inspired by and take action with. Within the description, I tried to mention everything that's been spoken about, but on a daily basis, I put out content to inspire and help others. To see more, please like, subscribe and follow me on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Search by the name Mark Sclair. Thank you very much again, and I hope you enjoy the journey.